A Keen Little Foxtrot by R. Metza. She had flair and moxie. That's what everyone said when they met her. Of course I knew that, but it was more than just that. I've had a lot of opportunities in my life. Female opportunities, I should say. So it wasn't that I was lacking my own special qualities. Quite the opposite. But I could not get this one out of my head. I was in my den playing cards with Ralph and Tristan, flipping the radio, seeking that one old tune I had heard so many years ago. Jazz is what they called it. But no matter how many times I turned the dial, I could not find that song. I guess hanging with your friends, thirsty for a song I had heard just once, put me in the mood to meet a girl like her. Winter was approaching faster than usual, and most of our kind was holing up earlier in the winter evenings. Tristan's place was small, rough, uncivilized. I don't know how he was going to get a girl with that place. Knocking the radio into a dresser drawer and closing it, I sat down with the boys. "Are you going to leave that thing playing and a piece of furniture like that?" asked Ralph. "Sure, why not?" I said, picking up my hand, noticing that my cards were terrible. I had every kind of card, no pairs and no faces. The dresser was playing a love song, slow and melodic, muffled by a collection of hunter's hats I had found in the woods over the years. My friends thought I was sadistic, collecting those hats, even wearing them on occasion. The green wool one with the brim being my favorite. It was really warm, especially to hunt in. And this was the irony of the meetings we had about all of the hunters. It was always the same thing. "What are we going to do about the hunters?" everybody whined and fussed. "I lost my husband last week," cried a despairing widow. "Me too," chimed another. Yet didn't they see that we hunted too? Did they not see the irony that we were hunted by humans, but we hunted most nights ourselves? I always thought it was the balance of life. Of course, turning our tails into hats and such was quite odd, even disrespectful. But like I said, I didn't want to have much opinion on the matter. That's why it was a bit of a personal joke to me to hunt in a hunter's hat. "I can't handle the furniture of all things playing these sappy songs. Get it out of there and turn that thing off," vented Ralph. He was an eye roller. I pulled the music box out and snapped it off. "Why are you so antsy tonight?" asked Tristan, as he reorganized his cards, studying them, lining up the red ones over and over. "Wouldn't you be geared up if you knew the best fox in town was coming to your place?" "What?" smirked Ralph. "You did not get the new girl to come to your place. Tell me she's not coming over." I laughed and punched Ralph in the arm, dropped my miserable hand of cards in the chair, and turned the radio back on louder than before, with some fast-paced salsa music playing, so I did a quick loop-de-loop around the card table. "Like my moves?" I chuckled at Tristan, who seemed a bit nervous about who was on the way over for a visit. He started scratching at his sides. "Fleas?" I inquired, as I danced up onto the chair, pretending to do a few Russian kick moves. "It's not fleas," scoffed Tristan, "but it would have been nice if you had informed me about the lady guests before I had come over." "Is she bringing friends?" asked Ralph, hoping for an opportunity of his own. "Not sure," I said, "but you are on the right page, my friend." Tired from the salsa, I fell back on the couch. Ralph turned off the radio, wrapped up the cord, and put it back in the dresser. "Well, I have to go," said Tristan, looking concerned about possible female company. "Go? No, 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 you can't go, my friend," I said, standing to resume the card table. "Yeah, me too," said Ralph, suddenly not interested in the idea. "Good luck with that one, though. She's going to eat your heart out," he said when he pulled open the door and laughed. "Hey, guys," I persisted that they stay. But they were out the door, just as she was coming up the path to my place. She was alone, and both the boys waved at her as she passed. Ralph jumped in the air and clicked his hindquarters in some showy last farewell. She giggled and said, "Bye, guys." "Come on in." I opened the door to guide her into my place, Those guys, I said, shaking my head. Yeah, they're silly, she said, smiling, her cinnamon hair gleaming in the light from the overhead. What should we do? She said, jumping right in. Snowball fight? Bake a cake? Oh, cards, she said, wandering over to the table. Want to lose a little something when I win? I chuckled a little bit, caught off guard. Even for me, I was ruffled by her. I couldn't believe my heart was pounding in my throat. What was the point of a date if you die from a heart attack, I thought. Sauntering over to the dresser, she saw the cord from the radio hanging out of the drawer. Oh, is this the radio that everyone raves about? I hear you're the only one around here that has one. She pulled open the drawer and saw the pile of hunter's hats. Those aren't mine, I stammered as she started trying on the hats and looking in the mirror. I like the plaid one. It suits me quite well, don't you think? Her confidence was at an all-high level as she smiled and plugged in the radio, setting it up on a side table near the couch. Sitting together on the couch was desired, but once she was here, I didn't quite know what to do with her. She was rambling on a bit, fiddling with the radio. Let's find a keen little foxtrot, she said. She twisted the knob, the red line shifting to the left and the right of the numbered scale on the radio, crackly waves sandwiched between streams of music. After quite a few moments of baby talking the radio into finding her a good tune, she found the song I had been trying to hear since I found the blasted thing in an old shed last year. Fly me to the moon, crooned the singer. She gave a little shoulder shimmy and placed her hand on mine. My heart leapt, and all I wanted to do was kiss her.